people get older, they start thinking about what they want to happen to their body when they pass. Funeral plans, burials, and cremations can be dictated by religion or personal preference.
Yeah, as our Rebecca Turco shows us, through the eyes of an aging veteran, there's a new option for those looking to reconnect with nature after death.
Just some pictures growing up in New Jersey. I had a band, dance band. That's what I looked like when I graduated from pilot training.
For Dave Buermeyer,
here's a picture of me getting ready to go to combat.
It's been a storied life.
And if you were going supersonic, I guess I got up to Mach 2 a few times.
Dave's a retired Air Force colonel. It was during his first assignment that he met his wife.
There's my beautiful bride. In another 2 weeks, it'll be 59 years.
Dave has spent the past few years documenting his life.
All my flying gear, patches, the flight suit that I wore, the helmet I wore in combat. See, I've taken pictures of stuff like that so I can throw out this stuff, because nobody wants it.
He's putting together an autobiography for his family.
Time is going a little too fast right now, though. It's just kind of accelerating as you get older, and that's the reason I started thinking about estate planning.
So he and his wife began getting their affairs in order, going through a checklist of sorts. But when it came to funeral arrangements,
I kind of struck out. I hadn't done anything. I hadn't thought about it.
That's when a news article caught his eye.
It was the first time I ever heard the term human composting. I went, what is that?
It's pretty much what it sounds like, transforming one's remains into soil.
I started serious research. I talked about it with my wife. I said, hey, this makes a lot of sense.
And at the end of the process, you are left with a soil output that looks somewhat like this.
Dave came across the funeral provider, Earth.
Any soil that families don't wish to keep, they're donating to conservation projects.
Tom Harries is the co-founder and CEO of Earth, which recently opened a facility in Maryland.
We're accelerating the process through science and technology. So completely natural, no chemicals, no insects.
The process takes about a month.
It's a very regulated process. There's a lot of science behind it. I think this is a beautiful way to return the goodness in the body to the natural world.
Dave and his wife decided they didn't want a traditional burial. They wanted this.
It's so natural.
He hoped to be laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery, but soil remains aren't authorized there. So he's advocating for it.
Just designate an area where you could scatter your remains. And if Arlington doesn't work out, so be it. My wife's going to be with me, one way or the other. I'm just going to try to help move the ball in the right direction there.
It's his latest mission.
This last chapter was the hardest one to write.
Next to his book, of course.
I said perfect moments can be had, but not preserved except in memory. That's why I tried to capture some.
In Reston, Rebecca Turco, 7 News.
The Veterans Administration is testing green burial sections at 3 national cemeteries which allow soil remains. Arlington National Cemetery, run by the Army, does not. And a spokesperson tells 7 News soil remains are not being considered at this time. Rebecca shared an interesting story there that makes a lot of people start to think a little bit more, maybe a bit differently about their funeral arrangements. So we wanted to know, we're asking our question of the day, what would you like done with your body after you die? What are your final wishes? You can find this poll and more details about human composting in Rebecca's story. WJLA.com is where you'll find that. We're going to keep an eye on the results, and we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back.